how to cloth diaper in an apartment. That is what we are chatting about today. So, my cloth diapering journey actually started in an apartment setting. So, today I get to share with you some tips and tricks I learned along the way, and we hope that this helps families living in an apartment realize that if they would like, they can cloth diaper. It is definitely doable, it's a choice that's available to them. My first tip is use a two-piece cloth diapering system. That is going to simplify your storage and your washing. What do I mean by a two-piece system? Two-piece cloth diapering systems are basically systems in which the waterproofing and the absorbency are in two pieces. This makes diapers easier to wash because the waterproofing and the absorbency are separate. It also simplifies storage. So here I have a pre-fold and then I have a Thirsties all into insert. And this, along with a duo wrap, that's enough for 2 changes. It doesn't take up hardly any room. It's so easy to use, super trim, very effective, and like I said, easy to clean. My other tip is, depending on where you live, maybe you can use a diaper service. Now, a diaper service is a professional cleaning service that picks up your dirty diapers and leaves clean diapers for you to use. A lot of diapering services, they recommend that you use Thirsties covers. And then they often give you a set of pre-folds. Usually it's some kind of cotton pre-fold that's sized according to how big your baby is. So a diapering service is another great way to cloth diaper while living in an apartment. Now, let's say a diapering service either isn't in your budget or it's not available where you live. Well, it is possible to wash your cloth diapers even if you don't have an in-unit washing machine. Actually, when I started cloth diapering, I first used the coin-operated machine in one of the apartments where we lived, and then I moved to another apartment where the coin-operated machines were really expensive. So I ended up using this, which is a hand-powered washer. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how did I make it work when I was using the coin machines. Well, to cut down on costs, I would actually do my pre-wash in my apartment. So I would spray every diaper that my kiddo used, whether it was pee or poop. I sprayed them all. I compressed out the excess water in the toilet before putting it in the wet bag. Then on wash day, I put all my dirty diapers that had already been sprayed and wrung out. I put all of my dirty diapers into our bathtub. I put on my rubber gloves, got a plunger, filled it up with warm water and a little bit of detergent, and I used the plunger to agitate and do the first pre-wash round. Emptied the tub, again, compressed out all of the excess water that was in the diapers. Then I put my diapers back into a wet bag. Usually it was a different one because I washed the wet bag that had been storing the dirty diapers. So I put my diapers back in a wet bag, put the wet bag in my laundry basket, and then I headed down to the coin-operated machine. In my building, actually, there was a really great, I love that my landlords did this. They designated one washing machine as like hypoallergenic. So all detergents that were used in that machine had to be fragrance-free, and there were no fabric softeners or anything like that. So I knew that that machine didn't have any residual residue of something that might impact my cloth. So I used that machine, and I was fortunate that those machines actually had an extra rinse setting, so I could do my hot wash and my extra rinse in the coin-operated machine. Then I usually didn't use the coin-operated dryer, or if I did, I only used it for a couple of minutes to fluff, and then I would use the rest of that time for clothes that I was washing. Usually what I do though is I would take my diapers, I'd hang them on a drying rack, and in the warm months I would take the elevator all the way up to the rooftop, put my drying rack out, and sun my diapers on the top of my apartment building. So, or I would randomly have a drying rack in the middle of our kitchen for a while. But that's how I used cloth diapers in a coin operated machine setting. Now, here is how I use the Wonder Wash. So, we moved to a different apartment and the coin operated machine was just way too expensive. It was definitely outside of our budget. We needed to cloth diaper because that was how we were going to make ends meet. Cloth diapering was a part of our financial approach to life, really. So, using an expensive coin machine was not in the cards for us. So my husband actually found this. It's the Wonder Wash. Let me turn it around so you can see. It's the Wonder Wash from AlternativeLaundry.com. And what it is it's a hand-powered pressure washer. So what you do is you take off the lid, put, whatever diapers you need to clean. Now, when I was doing the hand washing, we really did tend to do this every day. So that made my diapers easier to clean. And also, you can only fill it to about this full because there needs to be plenty of room for water to come in. And then there also needs to be open space for agitation. So you put your dirty diapers in there, fill it in with, now, since I'm using such a small washer, I used way less detergent than what you would in a coin operated machine or in a regular size machine, like a tablespoon of detergent. Okay, hot water. I put this in my tub and I turned on my water as hot as I could get it. And then I filled it. Again, the water level maybe about here. You can't fill it all the way because you need that space for agitation. Then you put the lid on, and what happens here when you get the lid settled on is you turn it, and then this pressurizes the inside of the drum here, and then you're the agitation, you just crank. And when you do this, you don't want to go so fast that like a centrifuge happens. You want your diapers to kind of slosh and agitate. Or really, this works for clothes too. Whatever you're cleaning. Sorry, it's squeaky. But you want to crank it. And I did about 60 to 100 cranks per cycle. Okay, so I would do my pre-wash in this. I would do a hot wash with detergent, and then I would usually do about 2 rinse cycles. And between each cycle, so it comes with this guy. This is the drain pipe, and you just attach the drain pipe to the bottom. You have to release the pressure so that the machine will drain. And then what I also did was I was sure to take all of my wet diapers out and again wring them out between each cycle. I usually put them at the back of the tub, so it's draining here. I'm compressing out all of the excess water. And that was how we washed diapers for about a year. And our cloth diapers, this is such an efficient way to wash things. It uses far less water. It really doesn't take that long. And it works. It works. If you get the right balance of hot water and detergent. I mean, my diapers were in fabulous condition. I will say that my partner, my husband, did help me with this. There were days when it was like, I just can't to diaper laundry. And so he would chime in and help with this too. So having some help maintaining this routine was definitely helpful for me. And that's something for people to consider. But if you're talking about saving money, if you're talking about saving the planet, this is a really, really effective way to wash your cloth diapers. You can also hand wash cloth diapers using a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket, and a plunger. They actually even make plunger buckets specifically for cloth diapers. So that is another option as well. So if you're considering cloth diapering and you're like, well, how am I going to wash them? You can consider doing like what I did, doing part of your laundry by hand, like I did, doing my pre-wash before taking my laundry down to the coin-operated machine, or do it fully by hand. And I mean, this really helps you, because it's not, I would just put on a podcast, whoop, diapers falling off. I just put on podcast, maybe I'd watch a show, and it was kind of like my me time. I really did, actually. It was pretty therapeutic. I liked hand washing my diapers. I know that sounds crazy, but try it before you knock it, folks. So that is how I cloth diapered in an apartment. And here is my final piece of advice, which I think is so important for people to remember in any cloth diapering situation, is cloth diapering does not have to be all or nothing. Most cloth diapering families use a combination of cloth and disposable. And the whole point is to make a choice that works best for your family, for your living situation, for your budget, for your priorities, your convictions. But cloth diapering is definitely doable. With the right know-how, with the right products, you can absolutely cloth diaper. And here at Thirsties Cloth Diapers, we are all about supporting families making the choice to cloth diaper. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please do share this video so more people know that it is possible to cloth diaper in an apartment. It's so doable, and it actually is kind of fun. So thank you for watching, and as always, happy cloth diapering.